Hey yo, it's time to roar, get loud, let's ignite. Jeremy B in the house, we keeping it tight. Every weekday at 11, we ready to ride. Lions Talk Live, come and join the pride. Waking up early, it's that morning grind. Tune in to the show, leave the troubles behind. Jeremy B's the king, with the voice like thunder. Every word he spits, it's a lyrical wonder. Got the lions around, sharp and fierce. When we hear one pride, you can't help but feel your heart pierce. Talking all the topics, keep it real, keep it raw. With a lion's mentality, we're ready for the roar. One pride, it feels right. Jeremy B bringing the heat, morning light. Every weekday at 11 we taking flight. Lions Talk Alive, yeah, we ready to bite. One pride, hear us loud. Jeremy's in the zone, making us proud.
This is a Huddle Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Facebook, and of course YouTube. Get all your NFL news here first.
There. I don't know why that's Good evening. It is Fantasy Football Talk with Smoking Jeremy B and Hacker of Hackton Sports. How are you doing tonight?
Doing pretty well. How are you?
Any day I wake up is good.
That's right. Ready to talk some fantasy football.
I'm quite sure you got the list ready. Did I see that Jared Goff was 5 last week for quarterback scoring?
Yeah, I think so. Let me get back to my list here. All right. Yes, let's start off with the quarterback position. So no, Jared Goff was not 5th. Oh, wait, hang on. I'm in the wrong settings. There we go. All right, so number 1 was Josh Allen at 37.8 fantasy points. Number 2 was Shedeur Sanders at 34.5. Number 3, Joe Burrow at 25.4. Sam Darnold at 4th with 23.3, and Matthew Stafford rounds out the top 5 at 23.2. Jared Goff came in just under Trevor Lawrence at 16.2, which was good for 14th PPR quarterbacks from last week.
Yeah. But Jared Goff at number 5. Who'd have thunk it? You know, a statue at number 5.
Goff was for week 14, he was at 16th.
That's weird because when I put it up on this other one, they had him as 5th. But okay.
But
It is what it is.
Number 1 for running backs from week 14 was Jahmyr Gibbs at 37.
Same as 2 weeks ago. I think number 4 was another guy on my fantasy team.
Just
guessing. RJ Harvey?
Oh, yeah, Harvey is, yeah. I thought you were meaning Monty.
No, I benched.
Yeah, RJ Harvey was number 4 at 22. Pollard came in at 2nd with 28.1. Blake Corum at 3rd with 26.1. And then Travis Etienne rounds out the top 5 at 21.2. And then outside of the top 5, you have Chase Brown at 18.5, Saquon Barkley at 18.2, Kyron Williams at 17.7, and then the list goes on from there. David Montgomery came in with 14.3.
Yeah, it was respectable, but not enough.
Middle of the pack from week 14.
Oh, shit. I just dropped both my pops.
Oh, no.
The Mountain Dew's committed suicide.
Hopefully they weren't open.
No.
Okay, good. Moving on to the wide receiver position. Number 1, Michael Wilson scored 37.2 fantasy points. Puka Nacua came in at 2nd with 35.7. Jackson Smith Najigba remains in the top 5 at third with 28.1. T. Higgins at fourth with 27.2. And then Ryan Flanoy had a good game and is number 5th on our list with 26.5.
And any other honorable mentions?
Honorable mentions, Christian Watson at 24.9, DK Metcalf 21.8, Zay Flowers at 20.6, CeeDee Lamb hits the list at 18.1. That was before he exited the game with the concussion.
Right.
Amon-Ra St. Brown comes in about middle of the pack at 15.2.
Amos should have been about there too.
Jameson Williams slightly outperformed Amon-Ra. He comes in at 17.3.
Paul Jones goes, I'm just here for the horns, and you know what that means. Tight end.
Tight ends. So number 1 is a rookie. Harold Fannin comes in at number 1 with 25.4. Mike Gesicki at second with 20.6. Dawson Knox, after coming back from injury, cracks at number 3 with 17.3. Josh Oliver at fourth with 16.4. And then Dallas Goedert rounds out the top 5 at 15.8. Outside the top 5, but surely will be in the top 5 when we do our show next week, is Kyle Pitts at 15 even.
So this just in, Ferdinand Mendoza wins the Heisman.
Thank you for not letting it be Julian Sayin.
Amen.
And I mean, Fernand Mendoza, in my honest opinion, deserved it better. Deserved it.
The only way the Bears fall out of contention is I think they have to lose a minimum of 3 of the 4 games coming up. Because right now they have 9 wins. So I think they have to lose 3 of them. If they get to 10 wins, they may get shut out of it.
There's this really cool thing on ESPN that you can kind of simulate the rest of the season from like week 14 on. It gives you the matchups and stuff, and you can kind of see what matchups are key, where the Lions and other teams would fall based on if they win or lose certain matchups.
Mm-hmm. I posted that one that showed all of the percentages in the chat. Mm-hmm. I thought that was a good way to break it down for everybody.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's the 3 games I think they, and there's even a chance they lose this week because if Shedeur Sanders plays like he did versus that defense, because let's face it, if that defense isn't getting turnovers, they don't win.
But we do have a new fantasy point score leader overall from week 1 to week 14. Josh Allen has been dethroned and is sitting at number 2. And Christian McCaffrey is now the top fantasy scorer at averaging 25.3 fantasy points a game and scoring a total of 328.5 fantasy points to this year. And then we have Jahmyr Gibbs, who is 4th in total fantasy points scored this year. He averages about 23.7 fantasy points a game and has scored 307.6.
Oh. That's the funniest thing I've seen Greg Rice say in a while. Somebody said, Zylstra's back because he got activated. And it's true. We did activate him. We also called up Giovanni Ricci that I was told Friday isn't on the roster. But guess what? He's called up. He has to be.
Trey McBride ain't got shit on Zylstra.
Yeah, that's what I was laughing at. Yeah, huge games. Go Pack Go. Go Pack Go. I want to say thank you for chiming in on the college show this morning. It was good to see you in there. I appreciate it. And for those of you that don't know, not only do I write for the South Florida Tribune, I also write for Roundtable IO now. I get to write about the Jags and the Bucks. One of them I'm kind of happy about, one of them not so much. You decide. And if anybody's ever heard me talk about Trevor Sunshine Lawrence, they know which one I just named.
All right.
So the defenses did mediocre last week. There wasn't a lot of great scoring ones, I think, except for who was it? The Seahawks?
Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, the Seahawks, they scored 19 fantasy points as a defense last week. Last week. The Vikings had 18. Dolphins at 16.
Lions
Eagles
had 15 or 13, excuse me.
Lions had 10.
Scored 13 in our group.
Maybe my scoring format switched back to standard. I hate it when it does that.
Boy, I'll tell you what, that Thursday night game was interesting.
Yes, the Atlanta Falcons beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 29-28.
Yeah, 2 interceptions, 5 sacks, 3 forced fumbles, and a fumble recovery for 13 points in sleeper. I just went back and looked at my roster. Ashton Genty didn't do shit against that Denver defense.
And then this right here is the bane of JB's existence so far this week.
Oh, shut your whore mouth.
Wait. We have to go to.
What happened here? Just a second, it changed my view, and I didn't want that. There we go.
That little number right there, the 45.6.
Yeah. Mike Evans had a good return, but good Lord.
Sorry, Jay. I had to. I had to bring that up.
I know. That being said, 19 penalties called, 17 accepted, and 125 yards against. Bijan Robinson only had 93 yards rushing. They had more penalty yards against than Bijan had rushing.
That's sad.
And you lose the game by 1. Why? Bad situational play calling. Todd Bowles can sit there and be mad at the team all he wants, but when you have a 14-point lead and you have Bucky Irving with 7:36 left on the clock, why are you doing drives with pass?
Yeah, that's a good question.
That's play calling. That's worse
Mhm.
than Dan Campbell play calling. Blow pack, blow all day. Their sisters are Barney. Good to see you, Rusty
Oh,
Bear. Uh, but overall, it was a great week of football last week. This week, it's starting out rough. I gotta have some flex people and a couple running backs go the off again.
well, let's take a look. I mean, you've got you got Gibbs, which he could go off.
I've got Metcalf and JMO. I got RJ
Mhm.
Harvey,
And you're
Tyler
right,
Warren.
Mike Evans did have a good return to action with a solid 19 points.
The only way the Lions get mathematically eliminated is if they lose two of the next four. And I'm not saying it can't happen
I hope
because
not.
at 10-7, the odds drop dramatically on a chance to make the playoffs. If it's 11-6 or better, 12-5, which is the max, that's sweeping, and I don't think we sweep. I still don't. I just got this weird feeling we're going to lose one of these games, and it may not be the one we intended. Here's the crazy one for you. Let's play devil's advocate here. We beat the Rams, we beat the Steelers, we beat Minnesota. We lose to the Bears. That means we only got a 73% chance to make the playoffs in that situation. That's the worst odds at 11-6 that we have, is that exact scenario.
Hmm.
It is food for thought. If it goes to 10-6, it drops to a 14% chance to make the playoffs, because then you're depending on a lot of teams falling off and having a worse record.
Yeah.
So that's the difference, from 73 to 14% with one win.
That's crazy. The NFC is like super competitive this year.
I think the AFC is going to have the Super Bowl winner again, and I don't care who it is that comes out of it. I don't see as much consistency on the AFC side. Broncos don't have a consistent offense, but they do have a consistent defense. That's why
Hmm.
they're leading their division. The Chargers are inconsistent on both sides. One game they're firing on all cylinders on offense, and the defense doesn't look good. The next game, the offense doesn't look that good, and the defense looks great. You don't know what you're going to get out of them.
Hmm.
I do know one thing: Chief Frog Throat needs to lose one more time.
And it might come this weekend.
I know. I picked against them.
Who do they play again?
Let's take a gander.
It's not Denver, is it? No, because the Packers play Denver.
They play the Chargers at
Oh
home.
yeah. Okay.
Oh, it'd be fun.
Should be a good game. Did you see that I named the trophies and stuff in the sleeper
Yeah,
app?
I saw that. Yet there is only 0% chance for the Lions, and you know what that is?
If they go out 8-9,
Yeah, if we don't win another game.
which
I
I
don't
don't.
see that happening.
That's not going to happen.
And I don't think 9-8 happens. I think we're 10-7 or better.
Hmm.
I actually think we're going to end up 11-6. That's where I'm at now. After we got to the fifth loss that quick, I think we end up at 11-6. Can't tell you who we're going to lose to, but we're losing to somebody.
I think it's going to be, I don't know, maybe between LA and we haven't been playing divisional opponents very well.
Congratulations to the Packers. They have totally flipped the script on what they did last year. And if you all remember last year, the Packers were 1-5 in the division, but still managed to take third place and get in the playoffs. So I had somebody say, there's nobody going to go 3-3 in this division and make the playoffs. It's still possible.
The Lions are 2-3 right now, right?
We're 1-3.
1-3.
So far, the only team we beat is the Bears. Guess what? Last year, that was the Packers.
Yeah, that's true.
They won one and lost one to the Packers last year. But that's last year. Doesn't matter this year.
Right.
The script is flipped. It's totally different. You know what's funny is if we lose it to the Rams and sweep out, we still have a 94% chance to make the playoff. So to me, it's not a do or die. But
No,
I don't want him to lay. I don't want him to lay down and just take it. Either.
No, I mean, right now, the Lions still kind of control their own destiny. So play your brand of football, win your games that, we know that we can win. And then, punch our ticket into the playoffs.
My goodness. It's been one heck of a week. It was fun seeing Ralph this morning, though. I was on his show.
Oh, that's nice.
He had a young guy that's in college at LSU that is an LSU insider and writes for them and been covering them for like 3 years, and he's only a sophomore in college right now.
That's awesome.
And he sat there, he goes, out of all the Michigan hires that would hurt us the most, it's Kalen DeBoer. And he goes, if Michigan hires Kalen DeBoer, the Alabama head coach, Lane Kiffin can buy out his contract because he hasn't coached a lick at LSU yet for $7 million and walk out the door to Alabama.
Jeez.
You talk about, but in the play, while we're talking about coach search for Michigan real quick, I do want to say Bryce Underwood has followed the coach of Arizona State today. Interesting, because that's one of our targets.
Yeah. What was his name again?
Dillinger.
Yes.
But yes, I managed to eke my way in the playoffs on the back of Jahmyr Gibbs and R.J. Harvey carrying my team into destiny. That and 13 points by my defense helped too.
Yeah.
You were basically already in. You just had to win. That's where you were at.
I was winning in. I had a very shaky start to the season. And at one point I was on a 6-game losing skid. But managed to, turn it around and win 500 the rest of the way.
Yeah, because if we win out, it says we 100% make the playoffs and have a chance at a better than 50% chance at the division. But that's winning out. And for some reason, I just don't see it. I don't know why. I just don't. Now, if we win Sunday,
We'll have to. Yeah,
I'll change my tune.
we'll
I'll
see.
change my tune. Because
Let's-
I had this one chalked up as a Matthew Stafford revenge lane game because he's at home the entire time I saw the schedule.
Yeah, I mean, but then again, a lot of Lions fans and experts thought that we were going to go into Baltimore and get smacked around, but we didn't.
I said that was a circle the calendar game. We had not had our revenge from 2 years ago.
Mhm.
We're winning. Remember when we did the schedule and Don said, "Oh, we're losing in Baltimore." I said, "No, we're not."
Mhm. So we'll have to wait and see. And when
In
it's
Dallas,
all-
if they're on our schedule, is always circle.
yes, we have
For some
played Dallas
reason,
a lot lately.
every year since we had Dan Campbell. Every year.
Why?
And this is the first time we've been home.
Yeah, that's weird.
I got to hop off camera. I'll still be here talking, though.
Okay.
So, who are your pickups that you could grab if you got an injured player or somebody that went out, a.k.a. Zach or
Well, I was
CD
gonna
Lamb
say.
playing?
I was gonna say if CD Lamb wasn't gonna play, but it's looking like he is. I was
Yep.
gonna say Ryan Flinoy, because
I'll tell you who isn't playing, and that's Marvin Harrison Jr. He was ruled out yesterday.
really interesting. So
So Yoli's in the chat. Yoli, good to see you. Happy holidays. Got to play her song when she comes in.
absolutely.
The door's shut in the room. I got to shed the sweatshirt. And I don't owe a truffle shuffle, so I'm not doing it on camera.
Yes, we all are appreciative of that.
Nick Burton said he still has a trauma from that. So, sorry, Nick.
Another running back, a running back that has been playing really well lately, is Blake Corum. However, my only thing with that is he's going up, and I'm not saying this because I'm a Lions fan, but he's going up against the Lions, who's played the run really well this year and is only averaging 3.6 yards per carry to opposing running backs. But with that said, he has been playing really well lately. I think he has back-to-back games of over 80 yards. So if he's available,
I'm going to put some background music in just because I want to.
okay. Yeah.
Okay. But Tim asked for a roar.
Wow.
Kind of like it because it's smooth and mellow
Mm-hmm.
for a background. So what else you want to talk about, Austin?
Um, I'm still looking up like potential waiver wire ads for next week or for this
Or
week.
free agent.
Mm-hmm. I mean Christian Watson, but I'm pretty sure he's probably picked up. He's rostered in 52% of leagues.
Right.
Um, Isaiah Likely, he hit the end zone last week. I think he was hurt, wasn't he?
Yeah, the week before he was. Oh, here's one. Kind of like him, but not used a lot. Luther Burden. Jalen Coker's another one for Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
Marvin Mims, but the scoring went to the defense because it was a punt return. Darius Slayton's available. And Devon Vale for New Orleans, who showed up with a touchdown last week. And for some reason, that guy we let go haunts me because he scores like 3 touchdowns a year. Ty Johnson, running back for the Bills.
He's on the Bills now, isn't he?
Yep.
Yeah.
Emmanuel Wilson is questionable for the Green Bay tomorrow.
Darius Slayton might be a good pickup. The Giants have a stretch of games up against like weaker defenses.
Yeah, this is not the week I'd add John Mechie.
Not the week you'd add who?
Yeah, that was a Crackman. I saw that. Ron Crackman does it all the time.
I saw this video, I think it was on Facebook or maybe it was TikTok, of these passengers on a plane, and the captain comes over the PA system and he said, welcome aboard, but we will not be taking off until so-and-so trades me Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yeah, in fantasy. Well, think about this. That score by Kyle Pitts this week was the second highest of the season. We know who has the highest. One, Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yep.
With his 55 point whatever.
Like 55-4 or something like that.
Yeah, 55.4. That was 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago now versus the Giants.
Mm-hmm. A very main reason we won that game.
Oh, yeah, he was 3 touchdowns. A.J. Barner would be a good pickup if your tight end was Zach Ertz. And Mike Gesicki at Cincinnati. Either one of them. I'll tell you a kicker you don't want to pick up, even if you lose your kicker for the season. Young Hoku.
He might hit the ground before he hits the ball.
He did.
I know.
But with Josh Carty out for the season, Harrison Mevis, who has not missed a kick yet for LA, might be a good pickup.
I like the rookie kicker out of New England. Bogaleras or something like that.
Yep. And the other one that's doing really good is Will Reichard for Minnesota.
Yeah, he is. But yeah, Andy Bogaleras, he's only rostered in 8% of sleeper leagues. But over the last 3 weeks, he's scored over damn near 30 fantasy points.
So that's the basic news for this week. If you need a defense,
Seattle, Houston,
if they're available. The ones I stay away from, the Foreskins, the Cardinals, the Bungles. And for some reason lately, the Colts. The Colts defense were doing great for like 8 weeks, and they kind of fell off.
I picked up the Jags. I got the Jags defense going up against the Jets.
That's probably a good pickup.
Mm-hmm.
Another one that if you need a defense real quick, just because yours isn't doing well, the Panthers versus New Orleans. Because all they got to do is win, and they control their destiny to get first place in the division.
They almost damn near win that division with a win.
Yeah. That loss is going to haunt Tampa Bay. What's weird is since they played the Lions when they were 6-2, they're 2-5.
Yeah, they've not been great. Injuries have plagued that team, though.
He says pick up the Saints defense. Oof. They haven't scored well. The Packers defense wouldn't be bad to pick up. Dallas is playing Minnesota. That's questionable. Ooh, Christian McCaffrey injured his back yesterday at practice and has been downgraded to questionable.
Mm-hmm. That'll be huge for San Francisco if he's not able to go.
And 8 hours ago, Josh Jacobs was downgraded to questionable, and they elevated running back Pierre Strong Jr. Yeah, I get it. Only 3 players have had 45 plus PPR points in a game this season. Kyle Pitts is third, Jonathan Taylor's second, and Jahmyr Gibbs is first.
So there's this other website, Jeremy, that I found for fantasy football. It's called FF Wrapped. Have you ever heard of it?
No.
I mean,
send a link to me personally, and I'll look at it.
Okay.
Later on.
But it's really cool. You just put your your league what's the word? Code.
Yeah.
And then it pulls all the data from Sleeper, and it gives you standings, rankings, expected wins, rosters, playoffs. You got your weekly reports for.
Ooh, here we go. Mando 8 says, currently have Michael Wilson in. Would you swap for Monangai, Chuba Hubbard, or Corum? Out of all of those, Blake Corum probably.
Yeah,
as much as I hate to say it, Corum's been doing good lately.
He has.
So, in most fantasy points by a tight end all time, according to ESPN, who's been doing fantasy a lot longer than Sleeper, number 5 is Antonio Gates with 42.5 points. Last year, Brock Bowers in his rookie season had a game where he did 43.3. At 3, when he was a Raider, Darren Waller at 45 points. Shannon Sharp at 45.4. And number 1 all time is Kyle Pitts at 45.6.
Not fantasy football related, but the Detroit Red Wings knock off the Chicago Blackhawks 4-0.
Good deal.
Michigan basketball was playing tonight too. Yep, Michigan basketball beats Maryland 101-83.
Wow. One of the teams with the worst record. Thank you, Steve. AI is good to me. But the worst record in the league, one of them is the Raiders, right? Do you realize they have the healthiest roster in the league with only 4 players on IR?
Really?
He goes, thanks, fellas. Yeah, Kyle Pitts had a game.
You sure did. And then this guy had to play him. Had to play against him
in the first round of the playoffs. Ugh. That guy hadn't scored more than 10 points all season.
And he waits until the playoffs to go off.
It's because he played the Bucs. And he had Kirk Cousins throwing to him. Go look it up. In the last 2 seasons versus the Bucs.
Kirk Cousins is
Kirk Cousins has put up 3 touchdowns, 4 touchdowns, and 3 touchdowns in the last 3 games he played versus them.
I think I saw a graphic. He has over 1,100 passing yards, 1 or 2 picks,
and 7,
like 11 touchdowns or something like that.
Thank you, Michael Ditton Edwards.
Thank you very much. Thanks for watching.
Raiders players are not playing hard enough to get hurt. Patty Grimes, you're probably not wrong, except for Brock Bowers. He's the only one in and out of the lineup every week.
And Genty was hurt for a little bit, wasn't he?
Yeah, after he had that big game, he was out the next game, and then he's been back ever since and done nothing.
I don't know.
Somebody asked in the NFL community, which running back should I start? Ashton Genty or Jalen Warren?
Warren. Definitely Warren.
I have not been impressed with Genty except the one game. He had that one great game.
He's kind of a bust.
Yeah, because you know what I think Raiders fans are? Lions fans of the Millen era. Right now. That's what they're going through.
Yeah.
It seems like no matter what coach they get, no matter who the GM is, they just can't get it right. This is a Manon guy. It probably is. On the goal line, he'll be good, but I just saying if you want that consistent production, and Corum has learned how to receive out of the backfield this year, because Matt Stafford he has the bullet when he needs it, but he doesn't throw that bullet like he did back when he was with Detroit on the short passes. Minus 20 in Chicago.
Seriously? Oh. That's
wow.
Cold.
Ouch. I met Matt Millen. Shook his hand. I should have punched him in the nose. I love it. I called that time with Matt Millen the decade of despair. It seemed like it was the Eminem connection all year. Every year. Gary Moeller, Marty Morningwig, Steve Mariucci, Rod Marinelli. Oh, the only one I wouldn't run over Genty out of that list that he gave was Chuba Hubbard, because Chuba Hubbard seems to disappear a lot. But Manon guy wouldn't be a bad pick. I just think the only thing I can say about Genty, at least even though he had a lot of yards, he didn't have a lot of carries. And that's because in that MWAC, the Mountain West Athletic Conference, they don't play a lot of defense, so he didn't get hit a lot.
Right.
Ooh, now this is you get to pick two: Michael Wilson, Quinshon Judkins Jr., or Omarion Hampton. Which two do you pick to start? For me, it'd be Hampton and Judkins.
What was the first one you said?
Omarion Hampton,
Right.
Quinshon Judkins, and Michael Wilson.
Didn't Michael Wilson have a game or something?
He had a game. He had a game.
Okay.
You know, they're Hunter Henry or Theo Johnson. Hunter Henry.
Yeah.
I don't even have to think about that. Oh, if this is your choices at quarterback. Actually, yeah, I said that. That's the biggest thing is we got to be able to protect Goff tomorrow. But who do I start? Jacoby Brissett or Patrick Mahomes?
Isn't it sad that I'm kind of leaning towards Jacoby Brissett?
Ooh, I would go Dart in a heartbeat or Stroud. Love, I like him. I don't, as much as I hate to say it, even though he's a Packer, I don't love him, and that's no pun to his name. And Brock Purdy, I've thought he was overrated the entire time. He only plays great when all of his weapons are in. But here we are. We made it through another Saturday. For those of you watching me on my channel, Kneecap Biting with the Motor City Lions, make sure you go over there and give Hackton Fantasy Sports Talk a sub as well. Granted, he usually only goes live on it through me, but I like supporting the guests that I have. But this is our show that we came up with at the beginning of the season.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to pick it up after all the rosters are set and just before the preseason starts, when the drafting starts. We'll start talking draft positions and stuff like that every week. Do it by skilled position during the whole preseason. I think that's a good idea.
That's a great idea. Mm-hmm.
So as soon as the 18th week is done, we're done for the year because that's when most championships end.
Yeah, unless you do have a Week 18 championship. No hate towards you, but good luck managing all the rest starters and all that.
Thank you, Mando. We appreciate it. That's a cute dog in your profile pic, too.
Thank you very much.
But we go live every Saturday night at 10. We do a little review if something amazing happens, like Kyle Pitts during party. Holy fucking shit.
It's okay, Jeremy. Just, there's only up from here.
Hey, I'm going to give him credit. 11 receptions on 12 targets and 3 touchdowns and 166 yards. That was a game.
He killed it. Wasn't expecting it from him, though.
No, because do you realize, take away those 3 touchdowns. Do you know how many touchdowns he's had in his 5-year career?
Oh, we said this the other day.
11. 11. The 3 gave him 14. Him having a 3 touchdown game means he finally found the Clarendon for the red zone. Because I've said he must be a distant relative of Julio Jones, who could not catch a ball in the red zone, but he could get there if he did it by yards after catch. In the red zone, I swear that guy got allergic. His hands became balloons, and the football bounced off of him. Not last week.
Not last week.
Or not this past Thursday, I should say.
This past Thursday, yeah.
All right. I want to thank everybody for watching. Try every day to be a better person than you were the day before. That's the only way to make the world a better place. It starts right here. Much love to everybody in the chat. Michael, Broski, Go Back, Go, Mando, Patty Grimes. We saw all of you in there today. Thank you. And Paul Jones. What? All I know is Kyle Pitt.
Nice.
Yes, be kind. Absolutely. So he gets the
nice
of the week. We're gonna start doing that. Whoever has the highest,
we should do that like
every
for next
week.
season. Every week
Gets
that award.
nice.
Well, we need that. So that's going to be like our boom for the week. We need a sound effect for the bust of the week then. Yep, there you go. I like it.
Hear that? Or if it's one, if it's a quarterback.
No, we don't do the truffle shuffle on this show.
No trouble shovels. No. Next time there will be a warning in the comment. That way you see it in the notification and you can just not watch the show.
It'll be rated PG for parental guidance.
Oh, that's borderline TVMA.
Oh, yeah, true.
But thank you very much for watching, everybody, and we are out. Let me get this stopped.
Nice.
This is a Huddle Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Facebook, and of course YouTube. Get all your NFL news here first.